Welcome to another edition of Smalltalk for You. This morning I wanted to take another look at Fuel based on a blog post that Mariano put up recently about it. I did a screencast on this a while ago showing Fuel as just a standard serializer for objects, but it turns out they have much bigger ambitions. What they want to do is be able to serialize not just arbitrary objects, but entire packages, so that you could use Fuel in Pharo the way you use parcels in VisualWorks. And to show you what I mean, I've gone ahead and I've loaded Fuel from SqueakSource using this little Gopher script. And then I've already accomplished all of this down here. What I've done is I've gone ahead and done this before the screencast. I've used FL Metacello Store to go ahead and grab Seaside. The main difference between this is that by using FL Metacello Store, what it does is it generates this set of scripts down here. So let me bring this window up to the front. Down here in the Fuel Metacello directory, what it did is it generated a set of load scripts, including this top level one, Seaside load script. So let's just copy all of this out. And what we'll do is we'll open up a workspace, bring this over, and we'll paste it in. Then going back to the top, let's just load all of Seaside now using this load script. And you're going to see that this is going to happen a whole lot faster than you would normally see from Monticello. Loading from Monticello on my machine and my pretty fast network, I have FiOS 2020 symmetric megabits. It takes me, I don't know, 10 minutes to load Seaside, maybe not that long. I haven't put a timer on it, but it's a significant amount of time, more than a coffee cup worth. This loads much more quickly. It's loading from a file right now, or a series of files. And you can see it's already on the tests. And that's it. It's now done loading Seaside, and that was significantly faster than loading it from Monticello over the network because it's loading everything from packages right on my local hard drive. So let's go ahead and push that aside, and we'll close the file browser. So now notice that this stuff is not read now that I've gone ahead and done accept to bring that workspace up to sync. So now I've got all of Seaside in. Let's go ahead and start the server. And we're using the Zinc server because that's what Mariano did for his example, and I'm just following his example. And now what I need to do is go to a browser. So let's bring up, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Let's bring up Safari, bring up a fresh one. And we'll go over here, localhost :4242. And there we are. We have Seaside, and if you don't believe it works, you can start following some of the links and see what happens. And you can see that everything's functioning the way you would expect it to. So this is loading a fairly large set of code from a file-based repository on your own hard drive after you've at least once loaded it from Monticello. And the way it structures things is, let's get this out of the way. The one thing you might be wondering about is load order. And you notice that we used Metacello, or a subclass of Metacello, to load things in the first place. And that made sure to generate scripts that preserved that load order. So that when you went ahead and used this script here, this script generated all of the loads in the correct order so that everything would come in the way it's expected to. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with whatever Smalltalk you're using.